Exporting an Azure SQL database to a BACPAC file is a straightforward process that allows you to create a backup of your database in a portable format. To begin, you need to have the Azure portal or SQL Server Management Studio installed on your machine. First, log in to the Azure portal and navigate to your Azure SQL database server. From there, click on the database you want to export and then click on the Export button. You will be prompted to select the export settings, including the file format, which should be set to BACPAC. Next, choose a storage account and container where the BACPAC file will be stored. You can also choose to create a new storage account or use an existing one. Provide a file name for the BACPAC file and set the export performance options according to your needs. Alternatively, you can use SQL Server Management Studio to export the database. To do this, connect to your Azure SQL database server in SQL Server Management Studio. Right-click on the database you want to export, and select Tasks and then Export Data Tier Application. In the Export Data Tier Application dialog box, select the BACPAC file format and choose a location to save the file. You can also choose to export the database to a storage account in Azure. Once you have selected the export options, click on the Export button to start the export process. It is essential to note that exporting a large database can take a significant amount of time and may impact the performance of your database. Therefore, it is recommended to export your database during a maintenance window or when the database is not being heavily used. In addition, it is crucial to test the BACPAC file after the export process to ensure that it is valid and can be imported successfully. You can do this by importing the BACPAC file into a new database in Azure or on a local machine. By following these steps, you can successfully export your Azure SQL database to a BACPAC file, which can be used to create a backup of your database or to migrate it to a different environment. Remember to always follow best practices when exporting your database, such as testing the BACPAC file and exporting during a maintenance window, to ensure a smooth and successful process.